In 2021, there remains communities who believe that pasando el huevo, or rubbing of the egg, will cure people of negative intentions and negative impacts. What we see here is a healer using an egg that they bought from Trader Joe's to heal and rub each part of this man's body. Even though the egg is filled with yolk and nothing more, they believe that it will absorb any negative energies and the trials and tribulations that have negatively impacted their lives. Although the egg was fresh bought of that day, they believe that once healing, the egg will now turn rotten, filled with the negative impacts of the man's life. They find themselves now sitting across from each other, rubbing a rock that the healer too has bought from another store, claiming that the rock has healing properties in addition to the raw and frozen egg. They rub it on each other and praise the sun and the moon, calling it Inti and Mamakia. They attribute the sun and the moon with personalities, and each having a role in the person's life. They then thank the elements for being who they are, and using the patient's full name, they believe that the sun god and the moon goddess will heal. As they praise, they also talk with each other, believing that the elements will heal them from negative properties. As they thank the sun and the moon for their time and for their powers of healing, they continue to rub the rock and sit across from each other after his poor skin has been rubbed with the freshly thawed out egg. After their exchange, the healer will soon put the egg in a bag to throw it out and rid of its now negative energy. Calmly, the healer exits the home, going off to its duties to get rid of this now filled with negative energy egg. The egg now rotten, it must be important to discreetly and calmly rid itself. The healer does this by wrapping it in the plastic bag and throwing it to the nearest dumpster, as it needs to now be nowhere near anyone else's spiritual energies to negatively impact, and to fully let itself go to the spirit of life in the dumpster.